Is this on?
There is no way you're winning this WWE Championship against me.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Man, we're just watching the road to WrestleMania, and it is hot
Yeah.
in here. The
right.
show.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's
the
just
AC
a little warm.
is a little...
Yeah, I can't get my house cold right now.
Yeah.
We're watching the same matches. I think it's funny because you see them trying to force random storylines that nobody has any interest in, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, Edge and AJ Styles, we wanted it, but we're just gonna shove Edge as a heel now down your throat. That's it, just for no reason.
Yep.
For no reason. Why not say, hey, in 20 years ago when you fucked me over for this, just make something up that gives them a reason to be a heel. Hey, remember when you hit Beth Phoenix in that indie show in Arkansas? I don't care. Just anything.
I think it's just WrestleMania makes Edge crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Because he turns heel every WrestleMania.
I guess. Yeah, he kind of did last year, even though he was the Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah.
Just because he wasn't going to win, I guess, right? That's why they made him heel.
To make it interesting? I don't know.
Just you didn't hate that he lost?
Because Bryan was in the match too.
I guess.
I mean, I thought it was still the best part of these shows. I like heel Edge.
By far. I just don't like that they just did it. And heel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they did last year. He's just a heel one day.
Yeah.
No reason to snap, but he snaps, whatever.
He's crazy.
They're trading titles now, like just whatever. Here's an open challenge, and open challenges need to be fun, surprising, and in the moment. If Finn would have came out last week and won the title, that makes sense. Why doesn't he do open challenge this week? You think more people watched because they knew Finn Balor was going to fight for the U.S. title? But when you do it in the moment and he wins the title, then it's like, oh shit, I missed that because I don't watch anymore. All right, maybe I'll tune in next week. That's how you get people to watch. You don't get them to watch based on what you've written because that's shit. You get them to watch based on, oh, I might miss something.
Right.
That's why you watch wrestling.
Of course.
That's why you call me and go, hey, have you turned on wrestling yet? Okay, I'm just going to watch with you while you watch the first 10 minutes. And that was the Shane O'Mac return. That's magic. That's why we watch. That's why you want to tune in. Now fast forward and go, oh, I just missed. Who cares? So rematches and forced storylines. Garbage.
What else is new?
Garbage. It's Edge and AJ Styles. We have one reason to watch WrestleMania.
That's it. That's really the only...
And just to see what they do with Brock and Reigns. Just
at least we have that.
Just give me the finish. You know what I mean? That's all I want to see.
I'll give you the finish.
Give me the last 10 seconds.
I can tell you right now.
Well.
Spear. And if we're lucky, if you smell what The Rock.
They'll set that up? Probably.
I mean, that's what they did with Rock Cena. They did it a year in advance.
I know, but The Rock is a good guy. He's the ultimate good guy. He's a Hollywood good guy.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, you're a cocky asshole now in our family.
Right.
They better at least be like, you cursed at my mom. You know what I mean? Like, give me something. My uncle Seika.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Rock's going to be like, what happened to you? And Roman's like, I don't know. You were doing this when you were here.
I'm just.
Is this what you did? I'm trying to be you.
I'm not as good. But...
You can't be me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Reigns has gotten a lot better, though.
Shit.
Like, I actually somewhat enjoy him. What?
I was like 80-20 Brock winning this title until what you just said. Because if they're going to do it, Reigns can't lose.
Now, it's what I've been saying for so long, unify these belts, and now they're saying that they're unifying the belts.
Yeah.
It's a unification match. And what's the easiest way to get Roman Reigns on both shows?
I know. Or to get Brock on both shows.
You see him?
He's on the road.
I don't know about that.
He's going home.
He's the Raw champion. He wasn't even on Raw this week.
That's true.
He's on the other fucking show. I'll be on the other show.
That's true. Did you see him cutting some meat up this week or something like that? There's just some clip. Like slicing ribs.
Yeah.
And like this cooking
he does that
seminar. It might have been old. I don't know. But it looked like him with the ponytail and the shave.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. What am I talking about?
There's a lot to cover this week.
Plus, Roman's never won. He's never beaten him at WrestleMania.
Not at Mania.
Oh, God. They're going to end on a heel Roman win.
Again. Well, just like last year. How did last year end?
Yeah.
It ended with Roman, heel Roman.
Oh, how many WrestleManias end with Roman winning?
All of them?
Either
All of
Roman
them.
winning or we're disappointed because Roman doesn't win because now Brock keeps the title and is a part-time champion. But we love this Brock. This is the Brock we want to win, and he'll lose.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
So again, a lot to cover. SmackDown, Raw, a lot of WrestleMania implications.
So much.
And attempted murders. But that's coming up later. First, we have to thank some new patrons. So big shout out to Hazel Barnstar. I have hazel eyes, so I'm right there with you.
Nice.
And Alex Miller.
If that's the Alex Miller that worked with me at AT&T, thanks.
I'm sure it is, yeah. Why
It's
wouldn't
a very
it be?
rare name.
Right, oh yeah. Alex Miller, of course, yeah.
Seriously, text me right now if it's true.
So yeah, go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. We got all the brackets, AEW recaps, pay-per-view recaps, our latest bracket, which our fans are already raving about, the hottest male wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said basically Joe talks about cock for an hour.
Well, I mean, a
lot of cock
we
talk.
all do. It's not all on you.
No, well,
You don't have to take all the cock.
thanks.
We took plenty on that
So
show.
brothers are for.
Okay.
No, yeah, it was. It's always fun. It's always fun.
Patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. $5 a month gets you everything. There's thousands of hours of bonus content on there. There's so much.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Give it a try.
God, we need to figure out how many hours.
800 people can't be wrong.
Yeah, and growing.
And there are millions of Justin Bieber fans. All right, we also have to thank a couple of fans who bought T-shirts. So thank you to Mark Saltz for buying the logo. Thank you very much. And
Very nice.
Eric bought pizza.
Like our Eric?
It just said Eric. It was Eric was their first and last name. So I assume that's just Eric trying his worst to be clever.
Trying his worst.
But yeah, Eric is on hiatus this week.
Yeah,
He should be back next week. But
yeah.
and of course, subscribe and listen to our other podcast, Hollywood Hogwash, available on the same app you're listening to us right now. So go download it, check it out. Even if you don't like movies, just download the episodes. That'll
Batman
work.
this week.
Batman will be the next review.
Wow,
Can't wait.
When are you seeing it?
I don't know yet. I'm probably seeing it twice though.
Yeah, just to. It's
That's-
like almost 3 hours runtime.
Yeah,
Eh,
crazy.
It's a long night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get your refills ready.
That's right. Well, just to pee in them,
right.
just to pee in those cups. I'm like, can
Old
I
age.
get 2 drinks? One's just for my soda, and the other's to pee in.
Oh,
Because I made that mistake once. I only had 1 drink, and then I peed in the same one. And then
then you can't. Yeah,
you can't.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, you can, but
Well,
yeah. So SmackDown opens with Michael Cole introducing Ronda Rousey. That's the first thing you want to see is Michael Cole. Welcome to SmackDown. Here's the intro. Look at all these superstars, and it's me. Hi. I'm everyone's most hated person in all of wrestling.
everybody in all of wrestling.
Even like as much as they hate Vince McMahon, if he was out there, they'd be sucking him off.
yeah,
We're not worthy. Oh, like
Right,
that's
right,
what
right.
they do. So he introduces Ronda Rousey.
Is it
and-
because Ronda's not good on the mic yet that they have to do interview style?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you say yet, like there's going to be a moment where she's good.
Yeah, true.
She's getting worse.
It's been a while. So.
I'm starting to think maybe she shouldn't have come back.
That's why real athletes.
I really liked Ronda the first time she was here, but this time it's been stale as shit.
So real athletes in the history of WWE. Kurt Angle, he was great on the mic.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Oh well,
He is
yeah,
now-
not great on the mic, but
Right. Yeah, great on the mic. I mean, because
I
Mark
mean,
Henry, he wasn't good on the mic.
I mean, it depends what your definition of an athlete is. Like The Rock played college football.
no, I meant like professional athlete that became famous, then turned WWE superstar.
Yeah.
You know, the Kurt Angles, Ronda Rousey's, Brock Lesnar's, Ken
Right.
Shamrock. Because Shamrock wasn't great on the mic. He was just crazy. That was his gimmick. You know?
Well, that's the thing. Is it WWE that restricts them instead of just letting Ronda do what she does? Because at UFC, when she would talk, she was entertaining. And when Brock was in UFC, he was entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, but they only had to talk for a few moments as opposed to like 20 minutes every week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Maybe in just little spurts, they're good.
Right.
You know? But
I think it's also probably easier when you're talking about a real fight because they have to really be amped up to
Yeah.
want to kill that person. But
who would be a female equivalent of a Paul Heyman for the female wrestlers?
Vega? in terms of mic skills.
I just mean
she was a great manager.
I mean that. I mean to be a manager, but she's a wrestler now,
right? But she should still be a manager.
Yeah,
of some,
probably.
You know,
yeah, she's so
she
good.
could be Brock's manager now. I found a new manager, Paul, that's just as good on the mic and a million times hotter. Here comes Lena Vega.
I wonder if they can bring back like someone that was good on the mic, but I just can't think of anyone. Lita was good in the ring. She wasn't bad on the mic when she was a bad guy.
Sherry's dead.
Sherry's dead. Yeah,
she was good.
She was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
There have been good ones.
That'd be cool if they could bring someone back and just make them a heel. Manager.
But now everyone has to be a wrestler now. There's no valets anymore. They all have to be, in WWE at least, they all have to be wrestlers.
Yeah, I mean,
it was
Vicky
like
Guerrero
when Karrion Kross and Scarlett came up, and it's like, Scarlett's going to be a wrestler. And it's like, no.
She doesn't fight. Girls don't have to fight.
Yeah, just like there are male managers. You know, like it's not like Heyman's a fucking wrestler.
You're not chauvinistic just because you make her into a valet. Like, she's his manager. She helps him win. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's her job.
Right.
Yeah, so what did Ronda have to say?
Well, she's got no energy on the mic.
No.
And she's talking about her personal life.
I
like,
know.
you think she'd give a shit, but she clearly doesn't want to be here. It's like, why did you come back? She probably already regrets it. I think there's a decent chance that she's like, hey, I decided I don't want to be here, so I know I was going to beat Charlotte at Mania. I'll job, and then I'll go away.
Really?
I mean, does it look like she wants to be there? No. I think there's a chance she's like, I realized I didn't want to come back.
Someone's got a gun to her husband in the back. That's what it seems like.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
So Cole lists off her first ever as a woman accomplishments, UFC, main eventing Mania. But Ronda says, I want to be the first woman in half a quadrennial to tap out Charlotte Flair.
I don't even want to comment.
I Googled quadrennial.
And? It's not a word.
It is.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fun.
I already forgot what I think it's a fourth of a decade.
Sure.
So half of that. It's not even that long.
A fourth of it's like a year?
It's like
a year and a half?
It's like, what?
Quad.
It was something like that. Quadrennial. I was like, you don't do that, especially with wrestling fans. We shouldn't have to be fucking Googling words.
Yeah, every 4 years.
Yeah.
So half a quadrennial is 2 years.
So 2 years, okay.
2 years.
Right.
So someone did it 2 years ago?
Big whoop.
Who cares?
Right.
2 years ago. 2 years is a long time. It sounds better than half a quadrennial.
Like that was my criticism about Mauro Ranallo, is he would use all these big words that you'd have to look up.
Yes, he would.
It's like you're supposed to be talking to the everyman, like the average person.
Yeah.
Quadrennial.
Yeah, you know what sucked about Dennis Miller on Monday Night Football? He would do the same thing. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm educated. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Right. Norm Macdonald said it best. The funny people want people to think they're smart, and the smart people want people to think they're funny.
Wow.
It's a brilliant comment. Yeah. So she says she wants to tap out Charlotte Flair. Could have just said 2 years, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then Cole says, well, you didn't do too well against Charlotte at Elimination Chamber. And we watched the highlights of when Ronda had one arm tied behind her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Cole. You fucking dumbass.
I mean,
you didn't do too well with one arm tied behind your back. What the fuck, Ronda?
And she won. And she won.
She won. She won the match.
She won the match. I don't know. Can you do better? What? Both arms tied behind her back to win?
Right. Oh, we're gonna hog tie you, Ronda. Good luck, bitch. What the fuck, Michael Cole?
I'll tap him out with my feet.
Yeah. So Charlotte comes out and says, I'm going to tap you out at WrestleMania, and then you could go home and work on baby number 2. And maybe she should. But then Sonya Deville attacks Ronda from behind, and Charlotte joins in.
Yeah.
Sonya grabs Ronda right in the face, and she goes, why are you such a failure? First ever UFC Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Just won the Royal Rumble.
Like,
I mean, in terms of life.
Highest paid WWE female superstar of all
most
time.
likely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, failure.
Like, failure.
Mother.
What has she failed at?
I don't know.
Except at cutting a promo. She should be like, why do you suck at promos?
That would be fine.
Yeah.
That'd be like a Cena Reigns moment.
Right. Yeah.
If you were better at this, I wouldn't have to keep coming back. Best line in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's called the promo, kid. If you're going to want to do this, you have to learn how,
Yeah.
So, watch that segment with Roman and his bad teeth.
Yeah.
And how goofy he is, and he forgets his lines. And then you're like, how is it the same guy? that is, the tribal chief right now.
Because he doesn't have to be a good guy. He's just a fuck you guy.
But he gained a shit ton of confidence.
His character did, right? Or you think he did?
Well, he forgot his lines during that Cena segment.
Yeah. Well, he's new.
At the time,
he's only 3 years in. Now he's 5 years in.
Okay, sure, fine. So Ronda flips Sonya. Sonya retreats. Backstage, Adam Pearce tells Sonya, I can't believe you're getting involved with other superstars. And where's your jacket? And then he also tells Sonya that she's facing Ronda one-on-one next week. And it's like, is she managed? Like, you might as well just strip it from her now. She's a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
And then later, Megan Moran interviews Ronda, who says, I'm going to show everyone what happens when authority figures step out of line.
Okay.
It's like, well, we've been watching that for the last 25 years.
25 years.
In WWE.
Yeah.
So, all right, our first matchup, we have Los Lotharios versus the New Day.
After rematch, after rematch, after rematch, after rematch.
But first, it's the Los Lotharios kiss cam.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Biggie and Kofi ride to the ring in an ATV.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Yeah.
During the match, Pat
and he
McAfee,
was talking about Kofi when he says all
yes,
those stupid things.
He was. During the match, Pat McAfee said, this will be my first WrestleMania since you, Cole, tried to get me fired for wearing shorts.
Oh.
Because Pat McAfee was on a pre-show for WrestleMania years back, and he was wearing shorts. And the story was that Michael Cole wanted McAfee fired for being unprofessional.
That's probably true.
Oh, yeah. I believe it's true.
And he just said it.
Because that story came out before McAfee said this.
Yeah. I love when Vince hires millionaires that have success even if they get fired.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Pat McAfee.
What are you going to do? I'm good at what I do.
Right.
People watch because I'm on the show, and I don't need your fucking money. My podcast makes probably, what do you think, 3 times what Vince is paying him?
Yeah.
He gets to work 2 hours a week with
He's
Vince.
one of the few people in WWE that doesn't have a script. Mm-hmm. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
So this match was weird. Angel and Humberto locked legs with Kofi and, rolled him backwards, and they acted as if they did something cool.
Yeah.
And then in the end, Biggie threatens to run over Humberto with the ATV, and Angel's begging him not to. And then New Day hits Angel with Midnight Hour for the win. Later backstage, Sheamus and Ridge Holland make fun of the New Day, but then Biggie and Kofi drive off, and they get upset.
They grabbed something, didn't they? Grab something of his or something?
I don't know.
I was going to go back to see what they grabbed. I didn't care.
Didn't care.
I didn't care.
I imagine WrestleMania will be like a 4-way tag team match for the titles with the Usos and shit, but yeah, that's going to suck. Speaking of the Usos, Sam Roberts interviewed them backstage.
Hey, Sam.
They brought Sam Roberts. They paid him something. Maybe they just gave him lunch. But he asked them one question. He's like, Usos, how you doing? I mean, it was just like, Usos, you didn't defend the tag titles at Saudi Chamber. That's it. You brought him there for that? Anyone could have said that.
Where were they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't remember. Oh, was it Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
I think it might have been Pennsylvania.
Flew him up to Pennsylvania.
Right.
Let's see, maybe
now he's in New York.
There.
He probably could drive.
Yeah. A couple hours.
It's like you brought him there for that, and I don't even like Sam Roberts, but clearly you guys do. Clearly WWE's like, we're going to bring you in to do nothing. We're not even going to use your talents.
Gosh.
And then the Viking Raiders attack the Usos, getting revenge on them for Saudi Chamber. So, whatever. Next up, we have Zaya Lee versus Natalya. We have a cringe promo from Zaya backstage before the match. She's like, I'm nervous, but I'm also confident. I am the protector, but tonight, Natalya won't need protection.
I don't know.
What is that? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Perfect.
You're the
That's
protector.
the translation. That's the translation.
Yeah. And then next up, we have Natalya speaking. Yeah. I'm the protector, but tonight, Natalya won't need protection. So you're not going to beat her up?
I don't get it.
If you're going to beat her up, wouldn't she need protection?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's writing this
Maybe
shit?
she meant sexually. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This is also Zaya's first singles match, they said, since being drafted in October.
And she's been there. It's not like she's been injured or not been there. She's rescuing people.
Yeah.
But this is her first match.
Right.
Since October.
She should just be the superhero because she's she rescues people.
Sure.
And for some reason, we have Aaliyah, Drew Gulak, Mansoor, and Shayna Baszler watching backstage together. They were just like, hey, we need 4 people. First 4 people here, right here, get to be on TV this week.
That's probably true.
That was it.
Gulak's the guy who like sits next to the coach who never gets to play.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I'll go. I'll run after whatever. I'll do it. And if
Mansoor's alive.
is alive, why did he not go to
Right.
Sony and just make an appearance?
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
That's why we watch.
Yeah.
It's to see Mansoor's undefeated streak.
Right. Which I'm going to say it ended. You have to show up to make sure.
All right. I mean, Taker missed a Mania, and they've said, "Fuck it,
Well,
we'll keep it going."
That's fine.
So Zaya set up for her finisher by now that everyone has to have some sort of thing when they do a finisher, like Randy Orton's cool thing. Zaya just spins her arms.
It's like a Mortal Kombat. It's like a Mortal Kombat. Finish him.
I thought she was trying to fly, like a human trying to fly.
Yeah.
And then she hits the spinning heel kick for the win, which is a good move, but the setup was fucking...
The setup was dumb.
Stupid and cartoony.
Award nominee just because of the setup.
Yeah. Next up, we have Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship celebration.
And all of our worst fears come true.
Yeah. He brags
Again,
about...
we like Johnny, and maybe this will be good. No. Maybe all of Jackass will beat Sammy.
Well, it would have to be some sort of gimmick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't cover it because it was the night before Saudi Chamber, but Sammy beat Nakamura. He's the new champ.
Yeah.
He's interrupted by Knoxville because Knoxville wants a title shot. He's never wrestled.
Ever.
He was in the Rumble and lost.
This is the... Maybe...
He's not even
arguably
going to win a match.
The most historic, prestigious title... Right?
Yeah.
Like if you go around through the list of people that have won that title, it's literally everyone you've ever loved.
Right.
You can't say names like Razor Ramon when you're talking about the world title.
Yeah.
Plus that thing's changed names 10 times. The Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship.
Right.
Yeah. Like everyone's had it that became anything.
Yeah.
Everyone. Every single person that we've ever loved has had that title for 5 minutes. And now we're gonna have it's a Jackass title.
Well, maybe they're like
No one else has
the belt looks like shit, so we're gonna book it like shit. Keep it. It makes sense, right?
Is that why they keep booking the Universal title like shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sammy's not interested, but Johnny's like, you have no balls. So Sammy drops his mic, acts like he's going to leave, but then he cheap shots Knoxville, starts beating him up. He gives Knoxville 2 haluva kicks. The first one, you could tell, missed by a lot. And then the second one, he hit him. He kicked him in the jaw.
He's got to make sure he hits.
They showed it in slow motion. It's like, oh, he kicked him right in the fucking jaw.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, I guess it's Knoxville.
Yeah, he'd like do it.
He's like, I don't get paid if I'm not concussed. So
It's probably true.
So backstage, Adam
Did they
Pearce...
make an announcement? I don't remember.
No, they have not made it
right?
official yet.
Okay, I didn't think so.
But you could assume.
Yeah.
Backstage, Adam Pearce is mad that Sammy left Knoxville busted up in the ring. But he's always busted up, so...
And he's a celebrity, I guess?
Yeah. And then Ricochet walks up because he wants a title shot, and Pearce makes it official for next week, Ricochet versus Sami Zayn. Because that's not going to happen at WrestleMania.
No.
That could. I mean,
Sure.
It makes sense. 2 wrestlers. Everyone likes Ricochet.
Makes sense. 2 wrestlers.
2 wrestlers.
In a match. So.
People like Ricochet. He's very exciting to watch.
Has he won any titles? Probably the U.S.
The
right?
U.S.
Yeah.
He beat AJ Styles for the U.S. title. He wasn't booked like shit when he first arrived.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that. It's like, oh, fuck.
And you know what's funny is they're both good wrestlers. Like, they could have a pretty good WrestleMania match.
Of course they could.
For a title.
Absolutely. Why not? So, yeah, he's going to lose. Next up, we have Sasha Banks versus Shotzi.
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
Shotzi slapped Sasha and yelled, "Welcome back, Sasha." How about you welcome back yourself?
Yeah.
You've been gone longer than Sasha. So what are you talking about? And we have Naomi coming out before the match starts to join commentary, and she's just standing for Sasha the whole time, cheering for Sasha for no reason. We're like, what's going on? And she's slurring her lines. She can't even think of what to say. I'm like, they'll never make this mistake again. She'll never be on commentary. And Sasha makes Shotzi tap to the bank statement in like 3 minutes.
Of course.
After the match, Naomi gets in the ring and says, I just want to say, you're looking at the next WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Who are you?
That's what Sasha should have been like. Who are you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, are they now?
Yes, I think they
'Cause
are.
those belts are vacant. You don't see them anymore.
Might as well be vacant.
Yeah.
They do their Team Bad handshake from 2015 when they were a stable.
Whatever.
And I think it was last week I said, what are they going to do with Sasha? Are they just going to put her in a random tag team to go after the belts for WrestleMania? I guess they do listen.
And she'll
They're like, oh, good idea.
And they'll win them.
Yeah.
They'll pre-show them fucking belts.
Right. So obviously this is not what Sasha wants to do at WrestleMania. There were reports that Sasha was originally going to win the Royal Rumble before WWE got Ronda to return.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And last week, Sasha posted a video on Instagram of a baby crying, but then they give the baby money and the baby stops crying and smiles.
That's real? She really
posted that with no context, but she posted it. Sorry, we're not going to have you in WrestleMania, but here's $50,000. Here's a bonus because we fucked you over. Sorry, Sasha. You're the blueprint.
You know, I looked at it another way. I looked at it as, all right, so Sasha's going to win it. And then Ronda's like, well, I'm going to come back and I want to win it. And they go, okay, here, you win it. Okay. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It could work either way, I guess.
True.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, this came out of nowhere. Sasha's just in the ring like she knows this is going to happen. We're going to be the next women tag team champions. Then they do one of those awkward transitions to a backstage interview. And this is what Megan Morant said.
I'm not too sure what Naomi meant by next women's tag team champions.
You're not?
You're not sure?
Are you,
You're stupid.
physical or mental, Megan?
What did you mean by you're going to be the next champion?
I'm not too sure what they meant by becoming the new champions. What does that mean? I don't watch.
Oh, and you know why she said that? Because she forgot that they have women's tag team titles.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure what she means by women champions.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, hello, it's only 1952. What? No?
What the fuck was that line?
Yeah.
You're not sure what she meant. There's only one thing to mean.
Yeah.
Anyways, Morant interviewed Happy Corbin, called him undefeated. Did you notice that? She said, please welcome Madcap Moss and the undefeated Happy Corbin. And then Corbin called himself undefeated. She should have said, I'm not too sure what Corbin means by undefeated. Undefeated.
What?
Huh?
In 2022?
Yeah.
Is he?
This week.
Is
he's undefeated this week.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Fast forward to Raw.
Oh, his new gimmick is undefeated, maybe.
Is he? There's no way.
Nah. Happy
No
Corbin.
way.
No.
Fast forward to Raw real quick, where Queen Zelina and Carmella accept the challenge, and that's your WrestleMania match. Now, Naomi did not make a challenge.
No.
Did not mention WrestleMania.
No, and why would the heels accept that challenge when they're clearly going to lose that challenge?
Yeah. Well, even they're like, this is bullshit. We have not defended these titles. They accept it. That's your Mania match. And then Carmella says, after our victory at WrestleMania, I'm going to bring on my fiance and really put on a show. If you think all we do is talk about sex, wait until you see how we celebrate.
Yeah.
So she's teasing a live sex celebration that we know is not going to happen.
Nah.
It seems like this is what this WrestleMania is this year, is teasing a lot of shit that probably isn't going to happen.
Seriously.
So...
When McIntyre announced he's interviewing Vince this week.
Oh, McAfee, yeah.
I mean, McAfee.
Right.
So you're like, oh, God.
Yeah.
So that rumor's true, too?
We'll get to that later,
All
but
right.
yeah. Next up, we have McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, but before the match, Corbin said, this is a WrestleMania caliber match. And
No.
you could hear Lashley from...
It's not even a Saudi Mania
Yeah.
caliber match, but it was on that.
Not
too.
even a SmackDown caliber match. So Corbin tells Madcap Moss to take his place, but then they both attack Drew, and Moss does take Corbin's place. Drew goes for the Alabama Slam, which is what almost killed Moss in Saudi Arabia.
I know.
But Moss grabbed the ropes to get out of it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And then Corbin interferes a few times, but Drew hits the Claymore for the win. So they really are saving McIntyre and Corbin for Mania. God help us all. God help us all.
Whatever.
It's bad. Yeah. Next up, we have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's contract signing. It's being billed as the biggest WrestleMania match of all time. Winner take all championship unification.
I mean, I can think of 10
Yeah.
that were bigger.
Yeah, easily.
Like 10 legit. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Right.
I mean, Hogan, Andre, Sean Taker,
Well,
2.
no, Paul Heyman said this
Rock,
is...
Stone Cold.
Heyman said it's bigger than Hogan Andre, bigger than Stone Cold Rock, bigger than the night I conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. Brock, I'll give you half credit for that. So Cowboy Brock comes out, again introduces himself like Heyman used to. He talks some shit, signs the contract, throws it at Roman. And then Heyman tells Brock, you aren't going to make it to WrestleMania as WWE champion because you're going to lose it next Saturday in Madison Square Garden. If that's the case, then why would you sign the contract before Brock's title defense?
It's true.
It's
true.
No, he's not going to lose the belt.
Correct.
It's a Saturday house show.
Are they still saying
not televised?
Lashley? They're still saying Lashley.
They say Lashley is still scheduled, but if he doesn't make, they know it's just more false advertising.
So someone's going to fight him, I'm guessing? Who does he squash? Austin Theory?
Well, my guess was that it would be like 4 guys.
Yeah, but
I said Owens, Rollins, like all the heels just come out and get squashed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he does all that. And I did really like Roman Reigns' promo. Take a listen.
You must be confused, farm boy. That title, that's my title. And you don't even realize it because I'm going to smash you at WrestleMania. And it's not even your fault, Brock. You ain't got a chance. This is my show. This is my ring. This cameraman right here, this is my cameraman. These people, these are all my people because they acknowledge me.
That's some real heat right there. After they acknowledged
These two
him.
right here, they work for me. This commentary team is mine because they brag and talk about me the whole time. That sign right there is mine because I am WrestleMania. I am this show. I run this show and everybody works for me. Including the security in the ring with you.
Yeah. He's right. I mean, this is my show because Vince made it my show.
Right.
WrestleMania is me.
It is. It's all him. It's been all him for, 5 years now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeesh.
So, Brock, of course, destroys security. I love how he threw a chair into one of the guys' face.
Yeah.
That guy will probably need surgery. And the show ends with Brock standing tall in the ring and Roman looking nervous on the stage. It was a good segment.
It was.
So, at least SmackDown ended well.
Right.
But overall, not so much.
Yeah.
So Raw opens with a new intro, a new song. And I noticed that this entire intro just shows close-ups of the stars of the show. Doesn't show one single second of anyone fighting anybody. Like, what's the show about?
Yeah.
It's about
close-ups.
Close-ups, yeah. So then we have the Kevin Owens show with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Owens is wearing a cowboy hat because he still hates Texas. What? And he tells Seth, my disdain for Texas will not distract me and keep us from becoming the Raw Tag Team Champions next week. So, is Stone Cold going to cost them the titles?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm still wondering how they're going to make this happen.
Yeah.
Like, KO and Seth are not winning these belts next week.
No.
So then, like, maybe the following week, Owens is like, just has like a desperate promo, like, I'm not going to be a Mania! Fuck you, Texas! And then Stone Cold comes out. Like,
Are they
how
in
did
Texas next week?
No, they're not in Texas until Mania. I looked it up. I was like, yeah,
Fuck you, Texas!
Fuck you, Texas! So, like, how is this going to happen? Can you see Stone Cold coming out and not stunning Owens to set up, like, I don't want, if we see that, then there's no point in seeing the match. Oh, we saw him stun Owens. What do we need the match for? I just don't know how they're gonna,
he will not.
Or Stone Cold gonna.
He will not stun Owens.
Or Stone Cold gonna be like live via satellite.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Kevin Owens? I'll see you at WrestleMania, you son of a bitch.
Like something lame like that.
Hey, Kevin, I'll do it. All right.
Yeah.
Are we still on?
Yeah.
Shut it off then. Yeah.
Has the check cleared?
Right.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Also, who is Seth Rollins going to face at WrestleMania?
Who is Seth Rollins going to face?
Because originally it was supposedly going to be Shane. So, I don't know.
Shane really fired, though.
No, I don't think so. But I just think it was not fired. It was just like, all right, go home for a while.
Yeah.
One of those things. Yeah, he's done that a lot. So their guests are Alpha Academy. They argue about who's going to win the title match next week. And then Gable starts shushing Rollins. So Owens, they have like a shush off. And then Owens gives him a stunner. And that leads to KO and Seth versus Alpha Academy.
Right.
Owens gave Gable the bullfrog splash off the apron to the floor. Otis gave Owens a Vader bomb. You'd think that would be it. But then Gable hits Owens with a moonsault. And then there was an awkward moment where Otis just stood there and watched Rollins break up the pin attempt.
Yeah.
That was weird. And then Otis later ran into the ring post. Seth hit him with a suicide dive. Gable charged at Owens, but KO popped him up. Seth caught him, gave him a buckle bomb. And then Owens gave Gable a PG version of middle fingers.
Yeah.
Because he just held all of his fingers up. At first, I thought he did Stone Cold's double finger salute, but he went like this. He went like this really quick and then gave him a stunner. So it was weird. And then Seth hit the curb stomp for the win.
Yeah. Stunner curb stomp. Because you need both of those.
You need both. Maybe like Owens in his mind was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the middle fingers. But then he's like, Vince will get mad. And then he just kind of did. But not really. I don't know.
Look at these.
Yeah.
Read between the lines.
This means like, fuck you 10 times. That's how bad that is.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Omos versus T-Bar.
Where the hell have you been?
That's okay. You can stay home.
This is Dominic T-Bar?
Dominic T-Bar. Yeah, he looks, there's no mask.
No.
He just, less makeup than before.
Yeah.
He just looks like Dijakovic.
Right.
Omos cuts a terrible backstage promo before he came out.
Horrid.
And then he attacked T-Bar before the bell rang, and he easily won with the two-handed chokeslam. I assume he's just winning the Battle Royal at Mania.
God, who cares?
That they haven't announced yet, but what else could he possibly... I think you just threw up in your mouth.
Sorry, did you hear that? Yes. Did it right in the microphone. Sorry.
I guess Omos is winning the Battle Royal, huh, Joe?
These hard seltzers. Yeah. Happy Dad. Have you tried them yet? I don't know. Some YouTuber came up with them.
Yeah.
Making
but
me
yeah,
jokes.
Omos win the Battle Royal for sure.
I want to hear that back. I'll listen to it tomorrow.
You got to turn the volume up, I think. But if you're listening with headphones, I'm sure you heard it. That was perfect timing. So...
As soon as you said it, he went with 200 tropes like, Joe, sorry, I can't stand what they're doing at T-Bar. I love Dominic in NXT.
Yeah, it's our brother's name, Dominic.
Yep.
So, all right, next up we have Becky, Nikki Ash, and Doudrop versus Bianca, Rhea, and Liv Morgan.
In a random, let's throw all these people in a match.
6-woman tag. I say it was better than your average 6-person tag match, but it's still a 6-person tag match.
I love the hair whipping on Becky's stomach.
That was the best.
Yeah. Do you see her Instagram?
Yeah.
There were some real welts on there.
Oh, yeah. That
Ouch.
first one was so loud. I was like, did they use a sound effect?
I don't know.
Because the others weren't as loud. If they did use a sound effect, they did it perfect. They timed it perfectly, and they did a great job.
They didn't use...
Yeah. Right.
Like from a Zorro movie.
Or like Belair's, the hair whip sounds in Belair's entrance music.
Yeah.
But yeah, Becky's stomach was all marked up, and then Belair hit the KOD on Nikki, I believe, right? Yeah, Nikki for the win.
Yes.
So next up, we have Robert Roode versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Look who's back.
Yep.
Back again.
They showed a replay of Ciampa versus Ziggler in NXT, and we don't watch NXT anymore. But I thought it was a clever ending because Robert Roode was disguised as a cameraman.
Right.
And then like hit Ciampa with the camera and then just pretended to keep filming. I thought that was a great way to do it. So I guess NXT isn't complete shit, but...
Or they got to bring back former champions to do cool shit.
Right. So yeah, they're setting up Ziggler versus Braun Breaker for the title at some point, which I guess will be, if they do a takeover before Mania, it'll be that. But sadly, Ciampa has new shitty generic music.
I don't understand. Can you explain any of this? What was wrong with his music?
They made a
Why
They made $1
change
billion
his music?
last week. You can't afford some good music.
I don't get it.
You know, you can't afford to pay CFO some fucking money.
But I mean, at this point, watch, that contract ran out. I still don't
No,
understand
because they
any of
use
this.
some of them still.
I still don't understand any of that. They don't pay someone to make music and they still own it. There's no way Vince would do that.
Royalties. But that's royalties in music.
Yeah, but I thought they hired them to make the music, so they own the music. But they pay them well, but they don't pay them royalties. I don't know. But even if they do, dude, like you can't replace good music with shit music.
I mean, they still pay. They clearly still pay whatever fucking band does Orton's music. You know what I mean? Like that's a
yeah.
But they don't.
Or I Am a Real American.
Right.
Whoever did that.
Yeah.
Every time that hits.
So I don't know, but it starts with Champa saying, "My moment is now," and then it's just generic music after that.
You are completely pathetic.
Right. It's like,
What?
no, you don't. You're not getting a moment.
Don't talk.
What's your moment? Rolling up Rood for the second week in a row.
Yeah.
Second week in a row, Champa beats Rood with a roll up. That's the first.
Wow.
That's the first roll up. Wow. And we're not even one for SmackDown.
True.
After the match, Ziggler lays Champa out with a super kick and hypes the tag team match for NXT. And he says, "Tomorrow we prove that the dirty dogs are the dirtiest dogs in the game, Jack." Yeah.
So,
Ziggler just doesn't care anymore, I think.
yeah.
He's like, why do I care? Do I get paid? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Dana Brooke and Reggie versus Tamina and Akira Tozawa. Reggie beats Tozawa with his taint flip. After the match, Dana passionately kisses Reggie and they fall to the mat.
Dominic bullshit!
And then Tamina passionately kisses Tozawa.
Dominic bullshit!
And Tozawa passes out.
Yes, he
Because
passes out.
he's never been kissed.
No, never.
Ever.
He's
yeah.
only kisses Omos's dick. Remember when Omos
Yes.
is one of his ninjas?
Right.
So there you go.
Oh, man.
Awfulness. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus the Hurt Business. Rey and Dominic come out first and talk about how much they hate The Miz. So The Miz comes out and talks shit. Miz did his, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. WWE on Fox tweeted, "Do you know what this means?" And it's Miz raising his hand up in the air. And they left it up for like an hour before they realized it looks like the Nazi salute.
Oh, my God. Did anyone reply saying
Everyone
the Nazi
was like,
salute?
we know what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
It looks just like the Nazi salute. So that was interesting.
They're almost like questioning. Does anyone know what this means? It looks familiar.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Right.
Nazis. Got it. Thank you.
No,
Miz,
it's gone now. Miz, blonde hair, blue eyes, and his hands up in the air.
Yeah.
What does
And
that
thinks
mean?
everyone should die. So,
As for the match, Miz grabbed Dominic's leg. Ray chased him to the back, and Shelton Benjamin beat Dominic with a roll-up.
yeah.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
Next up, we have RK Bro versus the Street Profits. This finish was not executed well.
It was weird.
Montez Ford
Was
hit
there a
Orton.
mistake or something?
Well, Orton got injured on the frog splash.
Okay.
His right shoulder got injured.
Right.
And then you could see Ford pretending to but he was talking to Orton. And then Orton rolls to the corner because he did the frog splash in the middle of the ring, but clearly the ending of the match is what happens. So Orton has to awkwardly roll to the corner of the ring. Ford goes for the pin. Orton reached his leg to the bottom rope. And Angelo Dawkins was supposed to push Orton's leg away from the rope, but instead he pushed Orton's leg towards the rope. But still, 1, 2, 3, Street Profits win. I don't know if they're teasing a heel turn for the Street Profits because they cheated, kind of. But after the match, Orton was favoring his right shoulder, and so we're not sure. That could be scary. That's a WrestleMania match that could get canceled if Orton's really injured.
Who,
but
him against Riddle?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they want to keep it going, they just...
So they lose next week and they turn finally on each other?
I would hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I could see them just being like, everyone likes this, let's just keep going with it. Like the New Day, we'll never break you guys up.
Yeah.
You'll be together forever.
Right.
Because New Day, it's been 7 years. The beginning of 2015.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years.
Yeah. In that time span, DX got together, broke up, got together, broke up, got together, broke up, got together, broke up, and then got together.
That's not even that. Yeah, that's accurate.
All of those. Yeah.
Montez Ford later tweeted, pinned a world champion, got the woman, and everyone is healthy all in one night. God is great. So if you want to read into that Orton's okay, then you can. But that's all we know.
Got the woman?
Got the woman, and everyone is healthy. So I don't know. Got the woman. Bianca? I don't know.
Like he's got her?
He got her.
Did he not get her before that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, good for him.
Veer is still coming, by the way, so don't worry. Now, WWE 2K is coming out, and if you try to play as him in the game, they're like, sorry, he has not come yet, so you can't play as him yet.
That would be amazing if they have him, and it says still hasn't.
Well, we'll release him as soon as he comes, but he hasn't come yet.
Oh, my God. That would be great.
Oh, next up, they brought this back, because everyone's been dying to see this again. Vince McMahon and Austin Theory in a backstage segment. They talk about how Vince is going to be on Pat McAfee's show. Theory tells Vince, it's been about 20 years since you've done a sit-down interview, and last time that happened, you slapped the papers out of the interviewer's lap and scared him to death. Yeah? You remember that, Theory? You were 5.
And he scared him to death. He died.
The interview was in 2003. Theory was born in 1997. So he was like 5 or 6
Wow.
at the most.
Yeah.
So then Theory asks Vince, what if Pat McAfee tries to jump you? I could be right there and pull him off of you. And then Vince tells Theory, it's not that kind of a show. It's not that kind of a show. And he walks away.
Yeah.
Then Theory picks up a pencil and says, but it could be. And then I assume he just stuck it up his ass. But it could. And then they faded out and you heard, Gah! You heard this. You heard.
That's a good sound.
So this will supposedly lead to Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania.
This could be the worst event in wrestling history.
How can Vince wrestle? How?
I assume
You can't hit him in his face; it'll explode.
I assume they'll book the match. They'll say it's going to happen, and then right before Vince goes, just kidding, that's Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Right.
And that's what they do.
And then
just
Theory beats McAfee, I guess.
no.
No, I don't think so. Jesus, McAfee pins.
Who would you rather watch wrestle? McAfee's great.
No, I'm sure, but I'm saying you can't have McAfee win as an announcer and then go, all right, kid, I'm going to go back behind the chair and
I don't know.
You continue your career.
I don't know.
God. It's WrestleMania, so literally anything can happen. True.
Yeah. So
you'd have to have help, I think, or Vince screws Austin over.
Maybe
it's like the screw job. No, Vince. No, Vince. I called an audible.
Yeah.
No, Vince, don't do that.
I mean, they booked him as like a legitimate threat in NXT.
Yeah.
He had 2 matches and he did great in both of them.
He did. He
jumped off the top of the cage.
He never had a one-on-one match against
Cole.
Oh,
but he lost.
Yeah, he lost.
But it was a great match.
It was
like the best celebrity match ever.
Yeah, true.
It was amazing.
Right.
So I could see him winning.
Wow.
Next up, we have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for the United States Championship.
Yeah.
I didn't see this one coming.
No.
Balor hits the coup de grace for the win.
That's why I was saying last week, I was like, why would they do this?
Yeah.
But why would they change the title as well right before WrestleMania?
Right.
And give it to a good guy?
Do you want to say it or?
Why? And new! We actually only say it sarcastically. I forgot that.
So after the match, Priest cuts a promo telling Balor.
Oh, yeah, Seth and Owens won earlier. I should have said and new because they've been the champions.
Yeah. God, I didn't even fucking realize that.
They pinned the tag team champions.
And next week, they're getting a title shot.
Alpha Academy, I believe, have lost more than they've won.
They beat the tag champs, and they're like, oh, yeah, next week we have a title shot. Not this week, though.
Yeah.
Good God. So Priest cuts a promo saying, these people carried you to win my championship. My entire reign, they never gave me that. These people always hated me. It's like, well, okay, what about when you were with Bad Bunny fighting Miz and Morrison?
Yeah.
He says, I'm going to win that championship back, and all that love and admiration ain't going to mean a damn thing. And then Priest just clotheslines Balor.
They said cheap shot. He's facing right at. He's just facing him.
Right.
If a guy goes to punch a Balor, duck or something.
Yeah. And he gives him like a razor's edge on the announce table.
Yeah.
And then just in case you're a complete idiot, Priest tells the crowd, I am the bad guy. Great job.
Thank you.
What a heel turn.
Thanks.
That was fucking weird.
Thanks, Razor.
I think Eric's right. I think it's going to be the Demon versus the Damian at WrestleMania. Which, there's so many matches. I think it's going to have to be 3 nights. Now, last year they did WrestleMania SmackDown. and they put some of the Mania matches on
Right.
SmackDown.
That's right.
I think one of the Battle Royals was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, the men's, I think, and then another match. But
If they
that's
do
probably
the
what they'll
Demon
do.
versus the Damian, it's probably like the third most anticipated match. And I'm putting Knoxville ahead
just
of
to see the Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, we have an in-ring promo from Edge. He's still waiting for someone to answer his WrestleMania challenge, and he's pissed that no one has stepped up yet. But then the music hits, and at least they got this one right. It's AJ Styles. He gets in the ring. He says, I accept. Edge says, I've wanted this match for a long time. You've wanted this match. You people have wanted this match. But I want the Bulldog, AJ. I don't want the guy who's been playing tag team bitch to Omos for the last year. And then he offers the handshake, but then he cheap shots Styles. They brawl for a bit. AJ knocks Edge down with a kick and goes for the phenomenal forearm. But Edge dodges it and kicks AJ in the balls. Because that's his weakness, remember.
That's it.
In case you forgot.
And also everyone's weakness.
Yeah.
Yes.
But really, mostly AJ's.
Well, AJ and Brock. Yeah.
So Edge punches Styles a bunch. He acts like he's going to leave. But then he snaps. He grabs 2 chairs. He places one under AJ's head. And he does a great job of like fighting in his own mind. Like, should I do it? You know, I don't know. But then he just grabs the other chair and gives AJ the concerto.
Yeah.
And then Edge looks into the crowd like he has remorse. Like he's going to he looks like he's going to cry for what he's just done. But then he gives AJ another concerto.
The second one is usually the one that makes my stomach hurt a little.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting.
AJ twitched a little bit.
I
liked
well, you
it.
have to. You have to. But like, oh God, the blow to the head of someone who's like already dead.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But even though Edge's heel turn might have been out of nowhere or unwarranted, I think you just have to toss it up to WrestleMania makes him crazy. He got excited.
Right.
You know, it's like, you're not just going to fucking beat me, AJ Styles. Like, you're dealing with fucking rated R Edge, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I liked it. In one segment, AJ Styles versus Edge became the WrestleMania match.
Sure.
Because I can give a fuck about the other ones.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It was a good
I
segment.
I think Edge might retire after this. I think he just only wanted to come back for a year or two, right? His wife quit so they can be with their kids. They had their match together, probably one of their dreams that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then he loses to Styles and retires. I can see that.
I think when he first came back, they said it was a 3-year deal. That was in 2020, so this would be like the last year.
Yeah, but I can see him going out at WrestleMania. Like it's a
Right.
3-year deal, but I'm going to go ahead and retire.
Your last match.
Doc
would be at
said
Mania.
that I'm not doing as good as I thought I was going to do. We missed the kids, right? They were both on the road for a while. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I think they would build it up more, though. Because now everyone gets like a big retirement match.
You think they would have built that?
Yeah.
Well, maybe AJ comes back in 2 weeks and says, you know what? Because of what you did, you have to put your career on the line. Or is that just too
Maybe.
obvious?
You could.
Then you know he's going to lose, maybe? Or
Yeah.
career versus career, maybe? Because AJ's talking about leaving too?
No, he's not. He just re-signed.
But for what? Like 2 years?
No, it
Supposed
was
to be like a lighter schedule, right?
it was just like last week he announced that he re-signed for many years.
Really?
And he said Fightful said it was over $3 million a year. Because he like re-signed a couple years ago, and he was like, "This will be my final contract."
Right.
But now he re-signed again because the TV money got better.
And he has a wife.
The money goes right.
Honey,
But now
maybe you get
that
another
the
contract.
contract money's going up,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, maybe I'll wrestle a few more years.
And that's probably why people like KO, is there, or maybe why
around.
Cody Rhodes is coming.
Right.
Like, how much money you offer me?
Well, it's like,
Oh, shit.
Kevin Owens, we want you to re-sign. Here's the money.
well, AEW can give me that. They can give me that too, and I'll just go there and I'll be my best friends.
How about Stone Cold at WrestleMania?
Okay.
Okay.
AJ Styles is like, yeah, AEW can give me that contract.
How about Edge?
Yeah, all right, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. AEW
Iconic.
doesn't have Edge. Cool.
Right. They don't have Edge.
At WrestleMania. I mean, if he's really fighting Stone Cold, then you know why he re-signed. Hey, re-sign.
that.
You'll fight Stone Cold. No one's fought him in 19 years. The last person to fight him was The Rock. And he'll put you over, maybe. Even if he does, it doesn't even matter to Kevin Owens.
No.
Kevin Owens is like, I'll eat a couple stunners from like your one of your favorite wrestlers ever. Sure, why not? Even if it will be a bad match. If you're that person that gets the match with Stone Cold, you'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. But all right, let's give some awards.
All right.
Who did you have for worst dressed?
I had Natalya. Oh. Did not like her setup.
That's always a good one. I had Vince McMahon. He just looks like the puppet Vince now. He just looks like the puppet from Firefly Funhouse.
Such good shit.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
Sasha.
There were so many. Like, yeah, it's Sasha because she was wearing that Sailor Moon outfit from the Rumble.
Yeah.
But, like, Becky deserves a fucking...
Nod.
Yeah, nod. And
Liv looked good. Everyone looked good, you're right.
Yeah, there was a lot of hotties. Worst acting?
There's a lot. Choices.
The nominees are Omos, Vince McMahon,
Tamina,
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many.
Tozawa.
Megan Morant.
Sure. I'm going Omos, but I mean, any of them
Okay.
work.
I went with Ronda.
Okay.
Best acting?
You know what? I like Sami Zayn. I kind of like what he was doing. He's doing a lot with a little right now, and I appreciated it.
Sammy's like, Kevin Owens re-signed. He gets Stone Cold. AJ re-signed. He's getting Edge at WrestleMania. Like, who do I get? I already signed. Well, you already signed, idiot. Knoxville.
He's like, what jackass do I get? That's a great idea.
Wait a minute.
I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Edge for best acting.
He was great.
Worst comment?
Half a quadrillion, whatever it was.
That's good. I had this.
I'm not too sure what Naomi meant by next women's tag team champions.
But I'm here with...
Yeah. Best comment?
McAfee. I just wrote McAfee, and I was going to remember what he said, but something about the luckiest... maybe when he announced the interview with McMahon, he said something about being the happiest guy or something like that. It made me laugh, and I didn't write it, so I don't know. What did you write?
I had Edge just calling AJ a tag team bitch to Omos.
Oof.
Yeah. Sure. Worst match?
Zaya Lee, Natalya. Just because Natalya gave me nothing.
Yeah. I had 24/7 tag match.
Yep.
Super slow-mo.
I had the 24/7.
I had Omos and T-Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Best match?
Seth and KO match. Just because they did some cool shit together.
I had Balor and Priest.
Okay.
I think it was just because I did not expect Balor to win the title.
Yeah.
I expected like him to win by DQ and then Priest
Set up
turns
something.
heel and
Right.
then you set that up. Because, why would you want WrestleMania to be
Rematch after rematch.
Because that's all they do.
Rematch after rematch after rematch.
That's all they do.
Yeah. Because right now Brock and Roman is the main event. That's a rematch.
Yeah.
It's a rematch of a rematch of a rematch.
Oh.
Of a rematch.
Yes, it is.
Worst move?
It's literally like their fifth match, isn't it?
I think more.
6.
Let's count them down. WrestleMania 31?
Yeah. 30...
That was the one where, or was it 32?
Seth.
Whatever, the one
The
with
Seth.
right?
So you got Seth one. You got the one that we went to, 33.
Yeah.
And
Then they fought Saudi Arabia in the Hell in a Cell, or it was a cage match.
Cage match.
Then they fought at SummerSlam when Roman finally beat him with Braun's help.
Yep.
Then they fought at Saudi Arabia this past year.
Yeah.
5. So this will be 6. As far as we know.
As far as we know. There's always more. Like the Rock movies, there's always more.
Yeah. Worst move?
Zaya Lee's setup before hitting her finisher.
Okay, nice. Best move?
What did you have?
Well, I thought you were going to say Zaya Lee's finisher.
No,
no,
because... yeah, good.
My worst move was the ending to RK Bro and the Street Profits. That whole thing was weird.
And for my best move, I just did Concerto because it's just so good when you do it right.
That was great. I'll give it to the hair whip.
Yeah,
Becky.
that was my I had that until I saw the Concerto.
Yeah, the hair whip was perfect.
Yeah.
Worst moment or segment?
Just a 24/7 being a tag team match now. I'm out.
I had Rousey's interview. It was terrible. It's just like, I'm so not interested in her anymore.
Yeah.
And she was like one of my favorites her first run.
Right.
She should have never come back.
Right.
And then best moment?
Just got to be Edge
Yeah.
and AJ. Just
Edge
announcing AJ, really.
Right.
That's great.
His music hits. It's like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Right.
At least give us something that like a true wrestling fan wants to see at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Not Johnny Knoxville, not Vince McMahon. A wrestling match.
Yeah.
All right, breaking news. So Samoa Joe was on Busted Open on Tuesday, speaking for the first time since being released by WWE. And everyone was wondering, remember he beat Karrion Kross, became the NXT champion, and then he dropped it 2 days later.
Yeah.
And everyone's wondering, was he really injured when he dropped the NXT championship?
Oh, no.
And the answer is no.
So they claimed injury for the storyline?
Yeah.
Why not just have him lose to somebody?
So Joe said he did test positive for COVID, like before NXT 2.0.
Okay.
But Vince called him and wanted to go in a different direction with NXT, and he wanted to have the new opening of 2.0 to be with a bang and a new champion and all that shit. So Joe told Vince, this is probably what's best for your vision, for what your vision is for this product. And then Joe said he worked as a trainer until he was released.
Wow.
Working with the NXT talent.
Wow.
And since then, Joe says he's been doing some voiceover stuff and some other things outside of wrestling.
Yeah.
But he's still training because he's open to a return to wrestling at some point.
Sure.
He's just taking a break right now.
That would be one decent, like, honestly, like him in an AEW match. That's a good one. Better than Sting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a great one.
And one of the best
Samoa
mic guys.
Joe, oh, my God.
One of the best mic guys.
Stop bringing these idiots from these indies that are horrible. Like, bring him in.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent to work with there. Also, Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs recently thought it was a good idea.
Bottom right?
Yeah, sure.
Who are you?
It's got to be Kane.
Kane.
So. He thought it was a good idea to use the conflict between Russia and Ukraine to take a swipe at the left.
Oh, no.
Mayor Kane tweeted, if you on the left, he says if you on the left, that's what he put. He meant if you're on the left and are shocked by Putin's aggression, wake up, sunshine. Historically, in the real world, might makes right. Weakness, which is really what the left is all about, is not a virtue, it's a fatal character flaw. And now the U.S. should still not get involved. I highly doubt Putin cares a whit about toxic masculinity, cancel culture, or any of the other things the radical left stands for.
Oh, no.
I don't think this war is about
I don't think it's
the
politics.
left versus the right there, Kane.
No.
So,
Matter of fact, Ukraine's just getting bombed right now.
yeah.
Why would anyone... Why is this being allowed, I'm wondering? Like, no one's ever allowed... This is what I heard. I don't want to get political because I feel like bad. Like, no one should be bombed. It's 2022. But, like, apparently they said no to NATO. So that's why NATO's not helping them. Like, they didn't sign. Like, no, we don't want to be a part of
I
NATO.
heard something that now they are going to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's terrible. It's so bad. There's been videos that
NATO's like, well, if you pay your dues for the last 10 years, then maybe we can find a way.
It's so disturbing when there's a war going on nowadays because there's videos and it's fucking horrible. But
stop. Why does Russia have to own something else? Like, just be happy and live.
yeah,
The borders are decided, all right? No one take over anybody else from now on.
so yeah, Mayor Kane took that as a chance to make it about the left or whatever. But Hangman Adam Page responded to Kane's tweet with links for relief funds to help Ukraine and a YouTube video called 10 Ruthless Chair Shots Kane Took to the Head.
Interesting. That's fucking awesome.
As like, look at all the chair shots he took to the head.
That's a lot of chair shots.
Yeah, he's
Poor
stupid.
guy.
And X-Pac also posted a GIF of when he shot a flamethrower at Kane back in the day.
Really? Oh, wow. Come on,
Like,
Kane.
what are you doing, man?
This is not political.
This is not about the United
The
States.
Republicans are not with Russia on this.
It's not about the Republicans and Democrats.
You know, if Trump was in office, they'd be like, see, Trump's not getting involved.
Yeah.
Well, Biden's office, he's not getting involved. It's not about politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, WWE and A&E have extended their TV deal. They did those biographies last year. There was, Shawn Michaels, Booker T.
Oh, sure.
Those were really good. It's a multi-year deal. There will be 35 new biographies.
There's plenty of superstars.
And 24 new episodes of Most Wanted Treasures, but I don't care about that. That's weird. But
sure,
those biographies were good. The Stone Cold one was great.
Yeah.
My favorite one was the Mick Foley one.
Yeah. Was it like reading the book? Was it basically like reading Have a Nice Day?
I don't know. It's been so long ago. I mean,
That's my favorite book I've ever read in my life.
Yeah.
It's a true, like, this is what I did to get here kind of book, you know?
It was great because they covered a lot of his ECW time. Like, my favorite part, he became ECW champion, then and turned heel because someone in the fan held up a sign saying, like, kill, and it was his son, like, kill Dewey. It was Mick Foley's son, so he, like, naturally turned into a heel because of that, and he wouldn't do hardcore stuff in the matches. And then instead he, like, wore a suit, and, like, he went to, like, a park with he filmed himself, like, at, like, a fucking kid park with his children, like, at a fair, and they're just on, like, a merry-go-round, and he's like, this is hardcore! And, like, with a thumbs up. It was hilarious.
That's great.
So go check that out. But this is really interesting. Former UFC heavyweight champion and WWE superstar Cain Velasquez was arrested Monday for attempted murder.
Sure. Yeah.
Velasquez allegedly shot another man on Monterey Highway in San Jose.
Oh, that's the U.S.?
Yes.
Yeah? Or San Jose, Mexico?
No.
Wow.
California.
Wow.
But he was put in, like, without bail, no bail, and all that
That means
stuff.
they have hard evidence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeesh. You're like, yeah, there's a dead body right there.
Crazy. I mean, yeah, he was such a failure in WWE. Came in for that one shitty match with Lesnar at Saudi Arabia. Awfulness. But also, Sammy, a.k.a. Tammy the Sitch, was arrested. Sonny, yeah.
That's what she does.
Last Thursday, she was charged with 11 offenses. And they are operating under influence of liquor or drugs, driving after driver's license suspended, careless driving, reckless driving, failure to wear a seatbelt, driving without a license, failure to possess driver's license, failure to possess driver's registration, failure to possess insurance card, failure to install the DUI interlock that you have to blow into.
Oh, my God.
Operating motor vehicle during license suspension, second violation. And this is, she was just arrested in January for, like, threatening to kill her boyfriend.
She's a mess.
So,
She is a mess.
she's been arrested so many times.
Is she a Hall of Famer?
She is.
Wow.
She got in when she was still hot, and that's
Yeah.
when Dolph Ziggler fucked her.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. He still got it when it was good.
Yeah. Last one. He might have been the last one.
Yeah. Him or Chris Masters. I don't know who was last in
Yeah.
terms of got hot Sonny.
Right.
But that's all for news, so let's get to rumors.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
Fightful and PW Insider reported, this is probably true, that Cesaro is now a free agent after he and WWE were unable to agree on a new contract.
Wow.
So he gone,
And someone
he joins
said-
a long list of people.
Yeah, they don't think he's going to go to AEW. Someone famous said, can't remember who. Again, part of rumors. Someone in AEW, right?
Yeah, but it seemed like it was a work.
Oh,
He was like, he doesn't have the guts to join AEW.
Oh, that's
not
what he
who
said.
it was. It was a heel in AEW, I think.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Anyways. So yeah, he'll probably be there.
Yeah,
But it's like, yeah, there's, where does he even fit in? They have so
Yeah,
much.
No.
It's tough to
He's
say.
not a
but-
great mic guy, so yeah, where does he fit?
Fightful says WWE talent expect Cody Rhodes to sign with the company, but they haven't heard anything from management. So maybe it's a Raw after Mania,
I could see that.
or
They have to have or Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins
Yeah.
needs someone. Seth Jobs. I mean, I guess.
Or Cody goes, I'll sign, and Vince's like, okay, but you do what I say. I'll give you a fuck ton of money, but you're not beating Seth.
As long as I just have it in my contract that says I will not be Stardust, I will not wear a mask, I will not be any dust.
Yeah, no dusting.
No dusting.
Yeah. By the way, my name is not Dustin, so that doesn't even make sense.
PW Insider reports that Ricochet is now considered the number 2 babyface on SmackDown behind Drew McIntyre, which I guess that makes sense because who else is there?
Who's 3?
Yeah.
They're all...
Biggie and Kofi are a tag team again.
Yeah.
So
So...
we have McIntyre's number 1, Ricochet, who's the third singles wrestler on SmackDown. I'm looking
Johnny
now.
Knoxville.
I think it's Johnny Knoxville. I think that's right.
Johnny Knoxville.
Good God. Also, Fightful says the reason Big E is driving a four-wheeler on TV is because WWE and Mattel have a new toy coming out soon.
Why not?
That makes sense.
Sure.
It was like when Braun destroyed the car, and then a week later they're like, get the Braun destroys a car toy!
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So anyways, that is all for rumors, so I guess it's trivia time.
All right, you're on your own.
I guess I'm going to beat Eric.
Yeah. I was going to have you guys compete because I was like, it's easy, but it's not, you got to think for a second. Who's the only wrestler in WWE history to become a double champion with every Grand Slam title? I will explain. He held the WWE and United States Championship at the same time and the tag team, and I just messed up something, the tag team and IC title at the same time. So he held two titles at the same time.
Okay.
All four considered Grand Slam titles.
The Miz?
No.
Okay.
This one's more obvious. He held the WWE Championship and the United States Championship at the same time.
At the same. Oh, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Right.
And that was in 2015, and then 2018 he held the tag team and IC title.
Right.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Only got to do that.
Suck it, Eric. I win again.
Yeah, sure.
All right, fan questions. Zaheen Rahman, what's your least favorite shitty new entrance music? I wouldn't know because I can't tell any of them apart.
I don't know, but I'd probably vote for Champa's because I loved it so much.
Yeah. Jake Baker, Push Fireberry, worst unlockable characters in wrestling video games. We have Fred Durst. He was in like SmackDown 2 back in the day.
Because he used to sing for Undertaker.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to do things my way. My way. Okay. Well, yeah, he had that. He also was the theme for WrestleMania 17. So Fred Durst, Machine Gun Kelly is confirmed to be a playable character in the new game.
Okay.
And then Head. Now, back in the day, you could play as Head.
Just as the head? He had a body?
I don't remember. I think it had to have been a body. Like there was just a...
That's fun.
Well, yeah.
That's better than the other ones.
Yeah. The Push Head.
What does everybody want?
Push Head. I don't really care about the others. Dylan, how long you think Balor's title run will last? And can you come up with a better storyline for this clown show around the 24/7 title? We've already covered what we could do with the 24/7 title.
Yeah, throw
multiple
the trash.
times.
Right.
Throw it away.
I think it'll go until like May. I think he'll retain at WrestleMania. Why have him win it and then he just retains it because the Demon doesn't really lose. He's not going to lose to
But we don't know if the Damian loses. Does the Damian lose? He might be undefeated.
He does lose because then he beats the shit out of someone to retain his title.
No,
once.
but now he's gonna
He's
gonna unleash the Damian. Like he's really gonna unleash the Damian. He's gonna have his own thing.
Yeah, I say May. A couple of months.
Then why have Balor win it right before Mania?
I know.
Fucking stupid.
So dumb.
Roll up connoisseur on the spot mini bracket worst WWE product promotion. Cricket Wireless commercials.
They're really bad.
Versus Pizza Hut Battle Royal.
Ooh,
that's the first one.
Let's pick them. One of those first.
I mean, the worst. We're picking the worst.
Yeah.
So Pizza Hut Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Because Cricket Wireless are just commercials. That's it.
Right.
They're not fucking throwing
Product
cell
placement.
phones in the ring.
Right.
And then we have Zombie Lumberjack match versus Red Notice Golden Egg. It's got to be zombies.
Both so bad. The
because
Red
it was
Notice
a match.
egg, though.
But it was a match.
Who done it? Who stole the egg?
Yeah, but Miz got eaten by zombies.
That's fine. All right, so pizza or zombies?
Zombies. He's got to be the worst.
Zombies.
He got eaten by zombies.
Right.
He got eaten by zombies. Yeah. And one of those zombies was apparently Scotty Too Hottie. All right, Luis Torres, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Anna Jay, The Bunny, Nikita Lyons.
Okay, what? Anna Jay.
Yeah, the bunny, Nikita Lyons. She's new on NXT. She has a big butt.
Yeah, I know her.
But
I'm going to
kill
kill her. Yeah,
Marry
fuck the bunny, marry Anna Jay.
Of course.
That's easy.
That's the easiest one, Lewis.
Try us.
Yeah.
She looks so good right now.
Fourth and Teddy Long, odds on the greatest wrestling match ever. Part 2 at WrestleMania Backlash between Edge and AJ seems very familiar, or seems very similar to the Edge versus Randy Orton from 2020 Q. This is the greatest show! Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do a rematch.
I hope not. It won't be special. Imagine Shawn fought Undertaker a month later.
Right.
You fucking kidding me?
Carolyn Holly, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Sasha in the Sailor Moon gear.
Think about what Shawn had to do just to get back in a match with Undertaker. Mm-hmm. They started that storyline in like November.
Yep.
Of him trying to fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania again. We wanted to win the Rumble, and he came in 4th.
Yeah.
And he fell off the ring by
You
Batista.
know what, Taker? I can beat you.
And then he cost him something.
Yeah, it cost him the world title in
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber.
Right. So he's like, yeah, then he dared him to fucking fight him finally. It was such a great build-up.
Yeah.
And it's Sean.
Fuck, marry, kill. Sasha in the Sailor Moon gear. Liv in the Britney gear. Or Sonya in her Saudi gear.
Sorry, Sonya, you're last.
Yeah.
Marry Sasha, fuck Liv.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then Carolyn says, also, Joe, do you still not like me for putting Roman in the bracket? Because you were mad at that matchup, Roman. I
was mad at the matchup.
Yeah.
I thought Roman's a good-looking guy, and he lost. Well,
Spoiler
alert. Sorry, Roman did not win hottest male of all time.
Yeah. D-Log.
You don't care about the results. You listen to those brackets because of how much fun we have.
First round matchup.
Choosing who,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
D-Log. Pushfire Barry. These women you get to fuck, but the catch is you're forced to rewatch their entire wrestling career matches and promos.
Okay.
Eva Marie, Brandy Rhodes, Brie Bella.
Eva Marie, sure. There's not much there. Brandy, probably not. It's really painful. Brie, yes. Yeah.
Brie's probably has the longest career, though.
I know, but I'd
Pushfire
rewatch it all.
Barry.
I'd rewatch it all. I'd bury Brie, fire Brandy, and I'll watch Eva's. She's probably the hottest, and she has the shortest shit to watch.
Who?
Fair?
Eva
Marie.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. I'm not your buddy guy. Pushfire Barry live sex celebrations. Carmella Graves, Edge Lita, Reggie, Dana Brooke. I mean, Push, Edge, and Lita. They clearly they did it.
Yeah, fire Reggie and Dana.
Fire Reggie and Dana.
I mean, Carmella Graves could be pretty hot. They're pretty good looking.
Yeah. He also said Veer in the new Raw theme video was pretty funny.
Sure.
Alex Gonzalez, do you feel the casual viewer prefers good storytelling in wrestling or actual wrestling match storytelling?
It's all storytelling. It's all it is. It's a male soap opera, guys.
The show wasn't the most popular ever when Stone Cold was there because of his matches.
Right.
It's because of how awesome he was.
Yeah.
Telling a story.
The best Stone Cold match might be when Mick Foley won the title. Because the story was so amazing.
Well, I've always
he came in, hit Rock with the chair.
Yeah.
Mick Foley won the title. It wasn't even in the match.
Right. I mean, one of Stone Cold's best matches ever was the cage match with Vince.
The Big Show?
Yeah. We covered that. That's on Patreon, a classic episode, so go check that out.
I love the first blood match between him and Kane. I thought it was a great match.
Carlos Ramirez, how I'd book Stone Cold's return. Lesnar needs an opponent at MSG. Glass shatters. Crowd goes crazy. Match ends in DQ after Kevin Owens cost Stone Cold the match. I don't think you would book Stone Cold's return at a house show. I don't think that's where he has a match.
Although he was just interviewed. Was that a new interview when they're like, who'd you want to fight right now? And he's like, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. But I wouldn't book his first wrestling match to be at a house show.
Right.
Maybe you could do that on TV, but
there's always that magic of MSG where Vince goes out of his way to make it magic because he wants to sell out that place. They'd have to advertise it.
Yeah,
they'd have to.
Kev Griffin,
can we watch it? Is it live or no?
No.
Oh yeah, he won't do it.
You can go if you want. It's this Saturday. Kev Griffin, what are the odds that Vince has dementia and thinks he booked him versus Stone Cold, not versus Pat, and he thinks he's going on Bite This to set up the feud, not the Pat McAfee show?
Right.
I mean, probably like 40%. Higher? Yeah, you're right. Higher.
Why else would he be on the show?
Right. Matthew Carlini, has anyone ever transitioned more smoothly between face and heel than Edge? He's constantly battling the darkness inside of him. Amazing character. Yeah, there have been better transitions. You just made Joe sick. Matthew, why'd you do that?
6. I don't like it because there's no story behind it.
Yeah.
I just, give me something.
No, there have been better heel turns.
Give me you sneeze 6 times on Beth backstage.
Yeah.
You're dead to me.
Right.
Anything. He just snaps.
Pop Culture Junkie, Pushfire Barry. Get a pedicure with Jim Ross.
Okay. I don't care what else you say. That's gone. Next.
Work on the farm with Brock Lesnar.
Sure. Sounds like fun.
Go skull shopping with Baron Corbin.
That's disgusting. But I'll push Brock.
Yeah.
Barry Baron.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting a pedicure with that guy.
No.
Oh, get over it.
Get over it, Joe.
Freaks.
Look at my feet. Look at my feet, Joe. Look at it.
Here's my foot. There it is.
Whoop, there it is. Jason Deerham, love the latest bracket. Best part is that the most heated arguments you guys have ever had on the show are when fighting over which man you think is more fuckable.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it kind of tells you something, doesn't it?
Very passionate.
Anyways, Dan Hankinson, drinking game. Take a drink every time you guys said cock in the hottest male bracket.
I guess we said it a lot.
That's alcohol poisoning. Why would you want us to die? Yeah, a lot of cock talk. If you wanna
cock talk,
if you wanna see three straight men argue over, question their sexuality,
and we say straight very lightly.
That's what I put on. I posted. If you want to see three straight men, quote unquote. Yeah. Go check it out. Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Subscribe to the podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @Wrong Wrestling. And subscribe to Hollywood Hogwash. Next episode, we're going to be reviewing The Batman. And
if you're in the Houston area and you need a real estate agent, I'm doing that now. Crazy.